So right now, the park police in Minneapolis need your help. They want to find the person who took a chainsaw to trees near Cedar Point Beach. Ian Russell went to find out what was going on.
Under a blanket of snow, it's easy to miss the damage.
That doesn't mean it's impossible to find, even though this snow makes it a little more difficult. But as we looked around for things, it's easy to see that evidence.
Just off Cedar Lake Parkway and Franklin Avenue in Minneapolis, tree stumps now poke through thanks to us. That's what's left of three 35 or so year old basswood and oak trees after the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board, or MPRB, took down the stumps. But they weren't the ones who cut these trees down.
It certainly wasn't our crews.
So who did? Well, that's a great question, and one Jeremy Barrick and the MPRB wants to find an answer to.
Trees in an urban environment, they have a really tough go to begin with, growing in a city, and then we see these instances of people coming along and removing things illegally for whatever reasons, selfish nonetheless.
A volunteer park steward took these photos last week of the trees down and reported it to the MPRB. Barrick says those trees are worth more than $10,000 total, but the time it took to grow them is priceless.
25, 35 years to grow those trees, and that's how long it's going to take to get something of that quality back.
35 years old means these trees were born in 1990. The same amount of time means it would take until 2060 to get back to where they were. Barrick says they'll look to restore the area before then. In the meantime, though, their frustration remains while they keep looking for whoever did this.
Coming in and taking out a tree like this without working with us and without us being able to say, no, here's why that tree exists, it really is just a detriment to the community.
Now, the MPRB told me they're going to be putting up these signs in that area of Cedar Lake and Franklin to see if anyone knows anything about who did this. If you did, they are asking you to call the park police. I've got those numbers right now to call over on KARE11.com, Jenna.
This is my face when people bring chainsaws into public parks and cut down trees.
It's crazy.
Do they have cameras? I can't even believe I'm having to ask this, but yes, here we are. That could give them any clues, or anybody hear a chainsaw?
Yeah, that's a great question. So they're not really entirely sure even when this happened. They know it happened last week on the 26th and 27th, Wednesday and Thursday, anytime between then. As far as cameras and things like that, they are still looking at this, and as we talked about, park police are still investigating. So a lot of things that are kind of going to come out as part of that investigation.
I mean, oh, okay.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, hopefully somebody gets to the bottom of this soon. Thanks so much, Ian. We appreciate you. Be right back.